Montana DMV Permit Test 3.
Question 1. When turning left from a two-way street onto a one-way street, you must
Begin the turn with your left wheel as close as possible to the yellow dividing line. Swing wide to the left before turning. Begin the turn with your right wheel as close as possible to the yellow dividing line. Any of the above.
Answer.
Begin the turn with your left wheel as close as possible to the yellow dividing line.
Question 2. You may not park your car in any of the following places, except
on the side of a street, in front of a private driveway, in an intersection, on a sidewalk.
Answer.
On the side of a street.
Question 3. Warning signs are used along the roadways to
control and regulate traffic, indicate potentially hazardous conditions ahead, indicate points of interest and geographical information, provide information about directions, distances and available services.
Answer.
Indicate potentially hazardous conditions ahead.
Question 4. If you find yourself in a skid while driving, you must
apply brakes immediately and carefully steer in the opposite direction you want the front of the car to go. Ease your foot off the gas and carefully steer in the direction you want the front of the car to go. Ease your foot off the gas and carefully steer in the opposite direction you want the front of the car to go. Apply brakes immediately and carefully steer in the direction you want the front of the car to go.
Answer.
Ease your foot off the gas and carefully steer in the direction you want the front of the car to go.
Question 5. Drivers must be cautious if it starts to rain on a hot day, because pavement can be very slippery for the first few minutes due to
oil in the vehicle, melting of tires, water in the asphalt, oil in the asphalt.
Answer.
Oil in the asphalt.
Question 6. Double solid white lines on the road separate two lanes of traffic.
Merging left. Merging right. Moving in the same direction. Moving in the opposite direction.
Answer.
Moving in the same direction.
Question 7. Which of the following statements is not true regarding the use of headlights?
Low beams are used in city driving and driving in traffic on roadways. High beams are used when traveling behind other vehicles. Low beams are used when traveling in fog, rain or snow. High beams are used for open country driving when there is no traffic in sight.
Answer.
High beams are used when traveling behind other vehicles.
Question 8. Before you enter an intersection, you must look for
approaching vehicles from the left, crossing pedestrians, approaching vehicles from the right. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 9. If you have vehicle troubles at night, you must use to avoid an accident.
High beam lights first and then low beam lights. Hand signals and high beam lights simultaneously. Higher gears first and then lower gears. All 4 flashing turn signals simultaneously.
Answer.
All 4 flashing turn signals simultaneously.
Question 10. For interstate driving, slow-moving vehicles must travel, except when passing.
In the left-hand lane. In the shoulder lane. In the right-hand lane. In the middle lane.
Answer.
In the right-hand lane.
Question 11. Which of the following road rules about turning is not correct?
When making a right turn, avoid swinging wide to the left. Where there are no signs to control turning, you must turn into the lane farthest from the one you came from. When making turns, go from one lane to the other as directly as possible without crossing lane lines. When making a left turn, avoid cutting the corner sharply.
Answer.
Where there are no signs to control turning, you must turn into the lane farthest from the one you came from.
Question 12. What does this sign mean?
Railroad ahead. No passing zone. Do not enter. One way ahead.
Answer.
No passing zone.
Question 13. Which of the following are known as uncontrolled intersections?
Intersections where the speed limit is not stipulated. Intersections not protected by a police officer. Intersections not controlled by the red flashing light. Intersections not protected by stop signs, yield signs or traffic lights.
Answer.
Intersections not protected by stop signs, yield signs or traffic lights.
Question 14. Making U-turns is not legal in which of the following areas?
On highways. Near a crest of a hill or in a curve. At railroad crossings. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 15. When is it legal to use the shoulder of a road for passing another vehicle?
You are not legally allowed to pass using the shoulder of a road. When the vehicle in front of you is making a right turn. When the vehicle in front of you is stopped for an emergency. When the vehicle in front of you is making a left turn.
Answer.
You are not legally allowed to pass using the shoulder of a road.
Question 16. What does this figure mean?
A flag person in a work zone. A hospital zone ahead. A pedestrian crossing ahead. A flag person near a school zone.
Answer.
A pedestrian crossing ahead.
Question 17. If there is another driver tailgating you, you should not
provide more space to allow them to pass. Increase your speed. Move to the right lane. Reduce your speed.
Answer.
Increase your speed.
Question 18. The curved arrow marked sign with the red circle warns that
passenger cars are not allowed to make a U-turn. No vehicles are allowed to make U-turns. Trucks are not allowed to make a U-turn. Bicycles are not allowed to make a U-turn.
Answer.
No vehicles are allowed to make U-turns.
Question 19. Vehicles approaching a roundabout must
enter the roundabout to the left of the central island. Yield to the traffic in the circle. Enter the roundabout with a speed of 35 miles per hour. Come to a complete stop and wait until the traffic in the circle is clear.
Answer.
Yield to the traffic in the circle.
Question 20. Black on orange signs on a highway identify
specific information and directions to drivers in work zones. Directions, routes and distances. Special conditions or hazards ahead. Traffic laws and regulations.
Answer.
Specific information and directions to drivers in work zones.
Question 21. When passing a truck or a commercial motor vehicle, the passing car driver must watch for
the length of the truck. The large mirrors of the trucks. The weight of the truck. The side, rear and front no zones.
Answer.
The side, rear and front no zones.
Question 22. This regulatory sign indicates that
drivers must not make a left turn. Drivers must not pass on the right. Drivers must not make a right turn. Drivers must not yield right.
Answer.
Drivers must not make a right turn.
Question 23. Unless prohibited, drivers must use the three-point turn to
change lanes. Pass another vehicle on a narrow road. Make a left turn. Turn around on a narrow street.
Answer.
Turn around on a narrow street.
Question 24. In a standard passenger car, partial hydroplaning can begin at speeds as low as
65 miles per hour. 35 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 45 miles per hour.
Answer.
35 miles per hour.
Question 25. This sign indicates
a bump on the road. A low place in the road. A work zone ahead. A hill ahead.
Answer.
A low place in the road.
Question 26. To prevent drowsiness and continuous driving on an interstate road, drivers must
use stimulants. Change lanes frequently. Talk on a cell phone. Keep shifting their eyes.
Answer.
Keep shifting their eyes.
Question 27. Which of the following are two types of speed signs?
Speed limit signs and advisory speed signs. Advisory speed signs and informational speed signs. Speed limit signs and accident speed signs. Accident speed signs and advisory speed signs.
Answer.
Speed limit signs and advisory speed signs.
Question 28. If you see a blind pedestrian approaching the crosswalk, you should
rev your engine. Sound your horn to let him know you are there. Stop 10 feet away and wait until the person is off the road. All of the above.
Answer.
Stop 10 feet away and wait until the person is off the road.
Question 29. Lines mean that passing is not allowed in either direction.
Broken yellow. Broken white. One broken and one solid yellow. Solid double yellow.
Answer.
Solid double yellow.
Question 30. Which of the following right-of-way rules is not true?
Pedestrians using a guide dog or carrying a white cane have absolute right-of-way. You must obey signals given by a law enforcement officer, even if the officer's signals contradict the traffic signals. At an intersection where there is no stop sign, yield sign or oncoming traffic signal, drivers must yield to vehicles coming from the left. Drivers must yield the right-of-way at all times to pedestrians who are in a marked or unmarked crosswalk.
Answer.
At an intersection where there is no stop sign, yield sign or oncoming traffic signal, drivers must yield to vehicles coming from the left.
Question 31. Passing on the right is permitted in all of the following situations, except
on one-way streets where all lanes of traffic move in the same direction. When passing a vehicle that is in the left turn lane. On highways that have at least 2 lanes traveling in each direction. When driving in a lane set aside for left turns.
Answer.
When driving in a lane set aside for left turns.
Question 32. Which of the following methods is used to turn around on a narrow, two-way street?
A 4-point turn method. A single-point turn method. A 2-point turn method. A 3-point turn method.
Answer.
A 3-point turn method.
Question 33. On a 4-lane divided roadway or a one-way road, a solid yellow line usually marks
the center of the roadway. The right edge of the pavement. The end of the roadway. The left edge of the pavement.
Answer.
The left edge of the pavement.
Question 34. When there is water on the roadway, you must reduce your speed to avoid
overheating of tires. Hydroplaning. Wear and tear. Traction of tires with the road.
Answer.
Hydroplaning.
Question 35. If you find yourself feeling sleepy while driving, it is better to
Sing along with the radio. Change lanes frequently. Stare straight ahead. Pull over and take a nap.
Answer.
Pull over and take a nap.
Question 36. When going down a steep hill, you must
turn on emergency lights. Shift to a higher gear. Increase your speed. Shift to a lower gear.
Answer.
Shift to a lower gear.
Question 37. You must avoid while crossing railroad tracks.
Using brakes. Using high beam lights. Stopping or shifting gears. Using low beam lights.
Answer.
Stopping or shifting gears.
Question 38. When there are 4 or more lanes with traffic moving in opposite directions, 2 solid yellow lines mark the
individual lanes of travel. Center of the roadway. Edge of the road. None of the above.
Answer.
Center of the roadway.
Question 39. In a roundabout intersection, drivers must, whether they need to make a right turn, a left turn, a U-turn or continue forward.
Turn left and merge into the circle. Turn right and then turn left. Turn right and merge into the circle. Turn left and then turn right.
Answer.
Turn right and merge into the circle.
Question 40. When it is raining or the road is wet, you must reduce your speed to avoid
hydroplaning, wear and tear, traction with the surface, tailgating.
Answer.
Hydroplaning. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.